Money is not pretty.
It's
and
not for me.
easy.
Yeah.
All right, we're talking to Sonny Bright Insurance, and you know, we're March 15th. We're 1 month away from those taxes having to be filed.
Yes, we are. And just like, we talk about different things of way people steal money from individuals and businesses. Fraud, and I'm not talking about income tax fraud, but fraud as far as people trying to steal information from individuals, it jacks up at income tax time. In 2015, over 700,000 taxpayer accounts were compromised. I mean, it's a big problem.
Wow.
And it seems like anybody is susceptible to this stuff, but it seems like the ones that are getting targeted are the ones that are expected to receive a refund. Mm-hmm. So, because when we first started hearing about some of these frauds, it seemed to be targeted to senior citizens, where they get a call and somebody says they're from the IRS, and they, well, now they've turned their attention, and again, anybody could be susceptible, but they turn their attention to people that are probably going to get a refund, like college students, young families, that kind of people. Our 21-year-old son, who's in college, got a phone call on his cell phone the other day from somebody claiming to be from the IRS and said that he was going to be arrested, I think he said, or prosecuted if he didn't give him information. Fortunately, our son did not give him information, but, it's just crazy. And so, obviously, that wasn't the IRS calling him, and if they were trying to steal his refund, they'd be pretty sad, probably.
Well, the thing with the scams that are going around that you need to be very, very aware of, the IRS will not call you. They will not email you. They will not send you a message. They will send you a letter in the mail that you have to sign and send back. That it will be the only way they're going to contact you. So if you get an email from somebody claiming the IRS, or like I said, the phone call, whatever, be very skeptical.
Very, very much so. And there's just some tips that to be thinking about. And I guess this goes with any kind of fraud, but especially right now around tax season, that expression "trust but verify" is very important. And this goes, if you get an email, you get a phone call, even if you get a letter, I'm not saying just disregard it, but verify that it's true. Verify that that is really the IRS and that, that kind of thing. You can call them. There's ways you can verify. Another way that you can be really careful or just keep in mind, because you're like, well, how do they get my phone number? How do they get my email? Well, first of all, they, in quotes, are smart and they can get all this information.
Right.
But think about all the information that is about you on the web right now, whether it's on your social media, on your business's internet page, web page, it makes them feel familiar because they know so much about you, but that's just because they've done their research and they know who you are, where you work, maybe some other information about you.
Well, anytime you put your life out, like on Facebook, I mean, people are they're gonna find it.
Oh, sure.
And another thing that I've noticed that I saw the other day about stealing information. If you're in a place where you share Wi-Fi with somebody, they can hack into you and get it right then.
Oh, yeah. If they want it, they can get it. So you have to just be very diligent. Be really careful if anybody asks you for a copy of your W-2 other than your tax return. That seems pretty basic to us, but that's one thing that is happening. Is they're pretending to be, especially for somebody that works for a very, very large corporation, and maybe they don't know all the people, maybe all various offices. And believe it or not, this works. They pretend to be from the corporate office, who obviously is the one that issued the W-2, but they're asking for the employee for a copy of the W-2, and the employee's afraid to not comply. So that's a trick.
That's whenever you stick it to the man.
Yeah. So that, again, we talked about social media posts. Don't put, ooh, I just found out I'm going to get this much back on taxes, because don't do that. I mean, and then just guard your information. When if you are going to get a tax refund, have them direct deposit it or send it to a mailbox that locks. The IRS says that more than 70 million taxpayers will receive a refund this year, but only a third of those recipients have a locked mailbox. So, I mean, that's pretty basic stealing, somebody taking it out of your mailbox, but it happens. and the IRS will direct deposit it, which is much safer. The other tip is to file early. It seems like it makes it harder for fraudulent people to file on your behalf and try to access your refund if you file early. And then if you are a victim, if you feel like you have been a victim of fraud regarding with your income tax, there's a government form. I know that's a shock that you can
Right.
fill out. It's called a form 14039, and then you can mail or fax it to the IRS. And they also, the IRS has also launched a website called taxes.security.together, which is a campaign to educate businesses and individuals on how to keep their information safe during the 2017 tax season. So probably wondering, what does any of that have to do with insurance? And it does, but it doesn't. A goal of insurance is one method to keep you safe, to protect what's important to you, your home, your auto, your business, your income. And this is just another way to keep you safe, so that somebody else isn't getting what you've worked hard to earn.
Exactly. And the thing is, just be careful. Use common sense. If it sounds weird, it probably is. So
That's right.
just be very careful out there when it comes to all your taxes. If folks need to get a hold of you guys for anything, how they do it?
Well, you can call us, 940-549-2525. Come visit us on the second floor of the Sierra Bank Building in Graham, downtown Graham, or visit us on our website, www.bryanins.com.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by and talking about income tax. As I know it's only a month away, but it'll be here before you know it.
Yes, it will.